Hello, everyone. I'm City Councilman Frank Morano. Let me talk to you about something that probably doesn't get enough attention, but if you live on Staten Island, you know exactly what I'm talking about: wildlife. And today, the City Council is voting on a bill, Intro 806, that I'm proud to be a co sponsor of, which would finally create a real citywide wildlife management plan, something that we have needed for a long time. And I've got to say, I'm especially happy to see my colleague, Councilman Phil Wong, who is my co-chair of the Common Sense Caucus. I'm the Republican co-chair. He's the Democratic co-chair. He's the prime sponsor of this legislation. I'm very, very proud to see him get the opportunity to pass his first bill. That's a big deal. And it's an even bigger deal that it's on an issue like this that really matters to people. Because right now, we don't really have any plan. What we have is a patchwork, different agencies doing different things, sometimes talking to each other, sometimes not. And the people who are left dealing with it every day are you. If you live on Staten Island, this is far from theoretical. You've got deer running through neighborhoods, damaging property, causing car accidents. You've got concerns about turkeys. I just ran into a guy that works here at City Hall. He's talking to me about coyotes in his neighborhood. You've got raccoons getting into garbage, creating sanitation issues, and more people are asking the same question: who's in charge here? And the answer too often is nobody, or at least nobody with a clear, coordinated strategy. That's what this bill is trying to fix. Intro 806 would bring together the relevant agencies and actually require the city to develop a comprehensive plan, not just reacting when something goes wrong, but getting ahead of these issues. It would look at things, at least this is my understanding of this bill, it would look at things like, how do we manage growing wildlife populations responsibly? How do we protect residents and their property? How do we make sure our parks and natural spaces are safe and usable? And yes, how do we treat animals humanely while still protecting people? Because I don't think this is about being anti-animal. I'm very pro animal rights. I'm introducing the Bodega Cat Bill today as well. I'm part of the Animal Rights Caucus. This is far from being anti-animal. Staten Islanders love nature. We love our parks. We love our green space. And we want wildlife to be part of that. But there has to be a balance. You can't just ignore the problems here and hope they go away. That's how you end up with dangerous situations, damaged neighborhoods, and frustrated residents who feel like no one's listening. And let me be very clear about something. For too long, Staten Island has been treated like an afterthought when it comes to citywide policy. But when it comes to wildlife issues, we are ground zero. We see it first, we feel it first, and we deal with the consequences first. So it only makes sense that we lead on finding solutions. This bill is about bringing some common sense to an issue that affects quality of life in a real way. It's about making sure the city is proactive instead of reactive. And it's about making sure that when you call the city or a city agency about a problem, you're not getting bounced from one agency to another with no answers. You deserve a plan, you deserve coordination, and you deserve a city government that takes these concerns seriously. That's why I'm proud to be a co-sponsor of Intro 806, and I'm looking forward to voting yes on it today. I have every confidence that it will pass. Fingers crossed.